The time has come, everyone. I am leaving for the Philippines. I'm so excited. Good morning, everyone. I am finally here in Manila. Oh my gosh. I'm staying at the Novotel, so I have this beautiful city view. And yeah, I'm really excited because I am actually meeting up with Eclipse again today, the Kpop group under GKD labels, and we're going to do some in-person content and film some really fun stuff. So I'm so excited. Yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. Bye. We are arriving to meet Eclipse. I was so nervous and I'm a hugger, so I was like, I'm going in for a hug, forgetting that maybe not everyone's a hugger, you know, and I'm sorry, but it is what it is. But that was so sweet and so lovely, and I can't wait to share this content with you, so please show it some support once it's out. We did lots of games and had a lot of fun together. It was really cool.
I prepared for this moment.
Breakfast time.
Oh my god, it was so hot, you guys. Shout out to Pia for getting some of the behind the scenes shots for this. I didn't know she was filming, but I'm so thankful to have some of these moments on camera because 18, you guys are so special and you really made me feel so loved, and I'm super appreciative, so thank you.
I'm trying to get where we can get. Oh, this is okay, yeah.
Guys, look how close we are! Wow!
What's up, 18? 18, mag-ingay! Mas malakas! Ayan!
Marami pa kayong dapat ipangan later. Kita-kits mo na. Balikan.
Mama, kumusta na di ba? Tayo laging nakikita, miss na kita sobra. Mag-alala, ikot kong mapata, pahinga mo, ako na. Huwag mag-alala, ipigit ng iyong patatala, pahinga mo na, ako na. Basta ka, basta ako na, pahinga mo na, ako na. One more time. But I'm riding on, aking riding on. Di pa rin nasaan itong aking kailan-ilan ka. But I'm riding on, aking riding on. Sa EDSA ka ba? But I'm riding on, aking riding on. Kita ng siksikan, ba't mo pa pinagpilitan? But I'm riding on, aking riding on. Wala, hindi ko kaya sa iyo. Handa ko malaho kung iyong nabubuhay sa liwanag mo. Dala ko pangako sa iyo.
Day one complete. Oh my god, what an experience. Afterwards I got to meet Gary V, I got to meet Casual Chuck, and these are my beautiful friends in the middle who have just been, they were amazing the entire trip, so shout out to them. Can't wait for day two. We have an Australian delicacy.
siya. Kasi kanina pa siya dyan.
Day 2. Let's go. Let's not waste our time. We're here for Soundcheck. Soundcheck time.
Let's go, pretty girl. Dance. Pagtatag, and of course, the one and only Glove 9! Maraming salamat for joining us tonight on such a memorable evening. Maraming salamat.
Siyempre po, walang hanggang pasasalamat sa aming team. 1Z Gcash! Ninang Gcash! Thank you po! And siyempre kay Blackstar Entertainment, thank you so much guys!
Maraming salamat po.
Thank you po!
At sa aming major sponsors, si Lucky Me, McDonald's, TM, and Philippine Airlines.
Kabuhay!
Okay. And of course, our ating minor sponsor,
Hindi makamove on sa joke ko!
Kuy na baliw.
Uy!
Bakit? Gusto po namin magpasalamat din sa aming minor sponsors, Acer, Duncan,
Still recovering.
at saka Lupit. Let's go! Yeah! Thank you so much. Thank you for coming tonight.
Magiging kasama, di na babahala. Namit ang biyaya ng iyong presensya. Ano ang pinasana pa mawawala? Pagkat ako yung mukha, hindi pa nang malaya kasi nga. I'm free, all that this is so rare. We gotta celebrate. Oh yeah, you are my freedom, brought out of prisoner. Forever I'm there. Oh yeah, you are my
finished the concert! Oh my gosh! You're so famous, Erica! Bella. Hello everyone. Thank you so much for watching my vlog up until now. I wanted to end the vlog by sharing my experience and thoughts on the concert because I'm the world's worst vlogger. And yes, I took videos of the actual concert and that's it. I didn't really take like me talking about the concert. I didn't take like fan cams of myself while I was there. And that's just because I was enjoying the moment and not really thinking too much about, like, even though I was videoing like what I was seeing, I wasn't thinking about putting this vlog together and like the fact that I should probably have filmed more of like B-roll and like my experience at the time. But anyway, it's okay. I am going to share it with you now. The 2-day concert was 100% one of the best, if not the best experience I've ever had at a concert. The production, the boys themselves, the live vocals, 18, everything about the concert in my experience was just so good. Like I had the best time. And day one, as you saw, I was like right on the barricade. So I don't even know how that happened. Like my queue number, I think was like 183 or 184 or something like that. So I was like kind of high up in the queue, but like where we were going to go was to the left side. And as you saw, someone was like, Mel, go to the right. So thank you to that angel. And so I went to the right and I was still like the second row or even third row back at this point. But when Soundcheck started, everyone started pushing. And usually I'm not for that. Don't push. But in this scenario, it pushed me to the barricade. And so I was like, well, thank you. I appreciate the pushing, actually, because look at this. I'm right on the barricade. So I was like very, very, very happy about that. And felt very, very grateful and very lucky that I was able to like get that spot because it allowed me to be so close, experience so many things, including, and most importantly, I want you. I want you. Am I even here in this world after seeing that up close? I don't even know. I wish, I haven't looked, but if you guys look for fan cams of I Want You, and if they're on the other side, more like specifically, if that's the stage, like that's the front of the stage, I was on this side. If you have anyone like towards the corner where you might be able to see me, I need that footage. Well, I don't even need the footage, but you'll be able to see, I think majority of the performance, I was just like, like I wasn't even saying much apart from, I obviously said a few things that you can hear in the video, but my jaw was just open the entire time. And it was the same for all of the ballads. Like my friends I was with my friend Sarah on barricade, but my other friends who you will see in this vlog were like sitting in the stands. They were VIP seated day one. And even they said like every time, well not every time, but a lot of the time we looked down and I just had like my hand over my mouth because I was just in awe. Like someone said when I uploaded Ilau, maybe it was Ilau or Niebe or something, I think someone mentioned that they couldn't hear me singing and they were like, I would have been at the top of my lungs. And I actually was, but for most of the performance, when I'm like really genuinely shocked in something, I just go fully still and I just put my hand over my mouth and I just can't believe what I'm seeing. And that was like, as soon as, I think Ilau was first. As soon as Ilau started, I was like, oh my God. I was just absolutely taken aback by the fact that I was actually witnessing their ballads live. That was the one thing that I wanted, because when I saw them at the AAAs, I got their hype songs and I was like, that was sick. I really want their ballads because I'm a ballad girl at heart. And so once they began, I was just like, oh my God, it's real, it's happening. And I was just staring, and I was singing along as well, don't get me wrong. I was singing along and I was about to say, I got so much eye contact with Josh. I don't think it was actual eye contact with Josh, but Josh throughout ballads is so invested in the crowd. He's so invested in the lyrics of the song, and he really like takes in everyone. And there were so many times that he would like look to where all of us were, like on my side, and I would just catch that moment every time. And so when I say like I got so much eye contact with Josh, I'm not saying that we physically, like, I don't know who was looking at, but I just had so many moments where I connected with Josh as he was moving through the crowd, and it made me really appreciate, which I've spoken before when I did my Wish Bus performance to Elau. It made me, it kind of just reinforced how emotionally connected Josh is to the ballads, even though he's not usually the main singer throughout those songs. Like, and it made me respect and appreciate the fact that you don't have to be the main character, so to speak, in a performance for you to be the one that's feeling it so emotionally, you know, like he's not checked out. He's not, you know, in his head in another world. He's so present and so there in the moments of like all of their ballads. And I thought that was so special. So yeah, it was like really, really, really cool to experience that. And Justin as well. Justin really looks out into the crowd as well. So seeing the ballads live is something that I thankfully can now tick off my bucket list. I think it was just so special, guys. It's so, so special. So day one Soundcheck, as you saw, I got to have an interaction with Justin, dying. Like, I can't even explain to you what that felt like. I was just like, as I expressed to you before, when I get really overwhelmed or shocked by something, I usually just go still. So like when Justin came down, I was like, hi, and he was like, hi, oh, you flew, oh, thank you. And I was like, I didn't know what he said at first. All he said was, because he goes, hi, oh, and I just saw his mouth go, and I was like, yeah. And thankfully I said yeah, because like I don't know what he said. I was like, he's like, thank you. I was like, thank you. What are we thanking each other for? Your presence as being alive? Because yes, thank you for your life. I appreciate that. And then afterwards we realized what he actually said to me. But I was so shocked in that moment. I was just like, boom. Like, I'm not a crazy fangirl. I thought, like, originally, before I went to a different concert last year, I thought I would be that girl that just like freaks out being in front of like idols, you know? I don't. I go so still. So just like, like I freeze. But like, I'm glad, because I would just be insane, you know what I mean? Thankfully, I'm not insane. Anyway, what I noticed about Justin is that his aura is so pure, guys. I know he's called the pure boy, but like, I really got to experience why people call him that. And it's not just his personality, it's his whole aura. And you know, when Justin smiles at you, he actually tilts his head like this. So I think that's why he gives him such like a very endearing vibe about him. I had a lot of moments with Justin throughout the concert, and day one in particular. I got like a few waves from him, and I felt very grateful. Like, he really made me feel seen in a sense, and like just appreciated, you know what I mean? Like, which he did with everyone. I'm not like trying to be like, he just made me feel appreciated. No, he made everyone feel appreciated, and he would get eye contact with you and give you that moment and make it special, you know? And so I was just so grateful. Hearing his solo live was really, really special. I thought he has such, again, everything about him is so pure, right? Like, even his voice, it's very pure, very clean sounding, but it has a little warmth to it. And that's how I felt in his solo. He, like, it's like breathy, and then it's like heartfelt. And then when they brought out July, is that how you say her name? That moment had us screaming. Oh my God, I couldn't believe it, because I was on this side where he was facing her, so I could see his eyes, and when his eyes like went down, I was like, oh, get it. It was just the best. I loved it. I thought it was really cool that they brought her out, and it was really, really, really cute that they had that super special moment, especially considering the song and everything like that. So that was awesome. Fantastic dancer as per usual, but something about Justin that just kept cracking me up is that he just doesn't take himself seriously. Like, there was moments where, you know, I don't know, I think it was on the second day mostly, where like Josh ripped his shirt off and then Justin's like like pretending to rip his shirt off, and then I think it was day one, he had like his belt thing that tied up and he's like throwing it around like he's about to like throw it out to the crowd. And he just has fun with knowing what his personality is like. Like, he's not going to be someone that rips his shirt off. He's not really someone that tries to act sexy. Like, he knows who he is and he's very playful, and he is just the most lovable little dork, you know what I mean, in the best way. So Justin was really cool. I just have so much more appreciation for him, like watching him live and seeing him up close, and super super guapo, obviously. Like, oh my gosh, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So Justin was really cool. Josh on the first day, I was genuinely unable to take my eyes off him throughout Gento, because his intensity, I don't know what he did before going on stage, but he had pumped himself up so much that, like, once Gento ended, because they do Gento and then they like say hello and everything, so they just do that one song and then they like speak to everyone. I'll insert some clips here if it's clear. If there's no clips here, it wasn't clear. But he was like his, you know what Josh is like, eye choreography master, facial master. He can make the smallest facial expressions look so big, like with like the slight eyebrow raise, the slight look and gaze. Like, he's really 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 good at making himself look how he wants to be expressing. Like, the expression on his face is just perfect, you know what I mean? Like, if he wants to look sad and emotional, if he wants to look strong and fierce, if he wants to look sexy, he can make that so perfectly with his face, and not a lot of people can do that. Like, it's hard work to like get the exact expression that you want, and he perfects it. So throughout Gento, he was so fired up and like so intense that it actually took him a solid couple of minutes after Gento was finished for him to actually calm himself down, because he had just like dropped into that character so much. I don't know if everyone noticed it, but I remember, and I don't know if I kept filming after, did I not? I don't know if I kept filming after Gento. I'll have to, again, if there's videos, if there's clips in here, great. If there's not, I didn't film. I don't know if I stopped filming after Gento, but I remember, like, I think Pablo or Stelle was talking or something, and I was looking at Josh and I was just like, Josh, are you good? Like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. Anyway, so Josh is someone who, I've seen Josh at his MV launch, and I saw him on Wish Bus. So like, I've seen him up close before, and it just reinforced how good of a dancer he is, and how good he is at expressing himself and getting into that character, because it was very, very apparent right out of the gate. He didn't have to warm up throughout the concert to get to the place he wanted to be. It was immediate. His dance break in his solo was so good. What is this hair? Get out of my eyeball, please. Get out of my eyeball. Anyway, he, throughout his solo, was epic. His freaking dance break was so cool. And then when he got the girl and like pretended to like bite her neck, I was dying. So cool. He came to my side a lot, I think, throughout Soundcheck and just throughout the performance, and he would just dance and like just like freestyle. And I've said this before about Josh, but Josh is the type of dancer where you can't appreciate him fully until you see him live, because he has like all of these like micro movements that you may not pick up on camera. Like, you have to see him close up, and I'm really grateful to have been able to see him 3 times close up, but 2 of the times were dancing times. Like, for his MV launch he danced, and for obviously the concert he danced, and he's just really good at isolation, and all those tiny little intricate movements, which again, you can pick up on camera sometimes if you're looking for it, but if you're not looking for it, you might miss it. Whereas when you see him in person, you can't miss it. Like, it's just so apparent. He's also very cute and like very like very interactive with the crowd, and very trusting. Like every time he came down, he would like jump up onto like the barricade and like be right in with 18 and just like, you know, doing his lines and stuff, and it was really cool. Vocally, he's improved a lot as well, and he sounded beautiful live. So yeah, Stelle is so funny and so guapo. I mean, they all are, but Stelle, in Soundcheck in particular, I remember looking up and just being like, whoa, like you are so handsome. Like what the hell? This beautiful big smile and such a presence, you know, like Stelle's presence is very, very strong as well. And he has like this really nice confident aura about him that is just really lovable. Like Stelle doesn't have that really like up himself confidence. He's not arrogant in any way at all. Like he's got this like very lovable confidence and very down to earth confidence. Like he knows who he is. He knows that he's a great performer, but he's very like relatable and down to earth in a sense, like, which makes him, yeah, just not seem arrogant at all. He's extremely funny, as we all know, but it was like all throughout the concert, just like cracking jokes, and he's got the best one-liners. He's very witty. His voice is insane. His solo song from both days of the concert made me cry. The first day was more so like hearing it for the first time and seeing him get emotional was very overwhelming. And then the second day was overwhelming because of how perfect it was. So day one wasn't technically perfect, but day two was like he really like it's so high. I don't know how many octaves it is. It felt like 1,000,000 octaves. His range just went like he's really pushed his vocal reach in this, like his range in the song. Like I think he really pushed to his limits, and that's cool to see. And what was more impressive, and hats off to him, so much respect, was the fact that he did it live when he would have known that that is like what I would say is probably the highest he can go. You know, that was pushing, and he did it live with zero backing track. There are not many artists that will do that, and I was just so blown away. Just so blown away. Like, to hear his voice live with my own ears was an experience that I'll never forget. Honestly, it was an experience I'll never forget. He's just so incredible and so talented. Like, can't speak about him enough. Him and Pablo, day one and day two, they love playing around with the crowd with their like ship dynamic. And so they were very funny and very cute both days of just like playing up to what the crowd likes. So they were having fun with that, and that was making me laugh a lot. Pablo, the most insane magnetic aura ever. Like I don't even know how to explain Pablo. He's very poganda, which everyone says, very pretty and very handsome. But I think that's not where his aura comes from. His aura isn't coming from the way he looks. His aura is coming from the way he holds himself. There is so much confidence in the most subtle way. He's not the loudest one. He's not the one cracking the jokes. He's like, he just stands there, and it's like this magnetic field around him. And like, I remember when he came out for Soundcheck, and he got once, there was someone that was quite close to me who had a painting. I don't know if it was a painting or I think it was a painting, but someone had done the painting and given it to her friend to then give to Pablo. And so Pablo was getting the gift, and he'd bent down, and I put the clip in here in my vlog. And I remember just staring and just being like, first of all, beautiful, but just like unable to take my eyes off. Like, wow, that magnetic feeling was just like, whoa, you know, like I know a lot of people said like when you see Pablo in person, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, when you see Pablo in person, oh my God, insane. As I said, it's a very subtle thing though. It's not like he's not trying to do anything. He's just being himself. Then he starts to dance. And I Want You was, for me, the best experience ever. Not because of all the cold dugs, okay? Not because of all of that, but because I got to see Pablo's facial expressions so closely. And I've always spoken about his facial expressions. If you guys go back and watch all my reactions, you will see I've spoken about his facial expressions millions of times. To see it up close was just something just so special. Like, he's so good, subtle movements, and just like switches it up a lot. It's just, wow, how are people so good at their facial expressions? Like, very, very, very captivating. I can't talk about Pablo anymore. His solo song was extremely fun. He was just having time of life, and it's so awesome to see him having so much fun on stage and just, you know, getting all the attention that he deserves. So yeah, Pablo was incredible to see. Lucky last, my boy Philip Ken, the cutest little munchkin. I speak about Justin being like that pure boy, but there's also something about Ken. He also has this very pure energy, which I didn't realize. Like, I know he has this really cute side to him, this like Ken side, and day one was just Ken. A lot of people thought, like, I had a few people ask me, and even on my TikTok live last week, they're like, was Ken okay? Was he like sad or something? And I'm like, Ken was so cute and so jumpy and bubbly and just laughing and giddy like the whole time on day one in particular. Like, very, very, very adorable. And obviously you guys know like how much I love him, and his aura on day one was pure. Like, I was just like, there was such a realness about him where like you look up and you look at him and I'm like, guapo to the max, guapo times 1,000. But you could almost see like the rawness, like you could see like the vulnerability already, you know what I mean? Like, I can't even explain Ken. I was trying to think about it the other day when I was thinking about the fact that I really wanted to go into depth about each member at the end of my vlog. I was like, okay, what do I want to say about each of them? Like, let's have a think back. I was watching my video, so I had like a really good, like, my memory was like really strong with like how everyone was. And like when he first came out, I was like, whoa. My obvious first reaction was just like, sobrang guapo talaga, like, oh my gosh. And then the more I like stared, the more I was just like, he's super real. Like, you can just tell, like, there's just no filter. There's just him on a stage, you know? And I don't even know how to explain that. He's just very vulnerable without even trying to do anything at all. Very cute. Doesn't actually hide his expressions at all. Like, a lot of people say like he's so nonchalant, which he fully is. But like, when he's happy, he's happy. When he's not, he's not. When, like, he's just so him. And that made me just love him so much more, because day one he was just so cute and giggly and adorable and just having the best time, and such a great intricate dancer, like really, really powerful dancer, but is also very fluid. And yeah, like all the little intricate details he's able to execute so well, like especially in I Want You. Towards the end of that, I Want You is like really in my brain. Like, I can't even think of any other song right now apart from I Want You. It's like, it's going on my gravestone when I pass one day. I Want You lives on. R.I.P. Mel, but I Want You still lives on. Like tiny little, like tiny movements and really fluid. Like, he's just so good. And his song Foes, when he first came out with that electric guitar, I was like, oh my god, are we gonna get Kanako, like electric guitar Kanako? And then Foes started, and this whole cult was happening, and screamo, and just like the most insane shit was going on. I was like, but so it was overwhelming, and I loved the performance. I loved the performance. I couldn't get a good understanding of how the song sounds though, so I am very excited to listen to it once it comes out in his album in July, because he wasn't rapping everything. So he was doing a lot of bits, but you could hear the backing track, the slight backing track behind it of rapping. And so I'm like, he was picking parts that he wanted to perform. And so you couldn't get a good grasp of how the song is going to sound on the track. So it made me very curious. It's not like, I'm not really a screamo music. I'm not saying it's screamo, but I'm not usually a rap heavy, like heavy metal-y person. I don't listen to that music, but I also don't really listen to a lot of rap music, and Complex is like one of my favorite albums. So kind of anything Ken does I'll probably like. So we'll soon find out. Once I hear Foes in full, we'll see. But yeah, I was just in my element being able to see him up close, and I just wanted to give him a hug, you know, just be like, you're so cute. Like, I didn't think I'd be like, oh, you're so cute. But it's very cute, very handsome, obviously, and all the rest of it. But yeah, just such a pure energy on day one. Day two, they all came out with a slight different energy. I felt like so day one, live streaming, it made me so angry that the live streaming was so bad, because in person, they sounded so good. But I also know there were technical issues in person, but I was having such a good time that I didn't even realize there was any technical issues until afterwards. I was like, what? There was technical issues? And then I listened back to like some of my fan cams. I'm like, oh yeah. But like, you know when you're just having the best time that like, it doesn't need to be perfect? I didn't even realize it wasn't perfect. I just loved being there. I was just so grateful to be there and to just experience SB19 live, that they could have had technical issues the whole night and I still would have been like, that was the best night of my life. So yeah, but day two came out and everything was so much smoother and so much better technically. I think they sounded better. They were a lot more stable. There were, so many moments. I didn't film a lot on day two because I knew that I'd already filmed heaps on day one. So I didn't really film anything on day two. Well, I did, obviously, but I didn't film as much because I was like, because I was day two seated. So day one, I was VIP standing. Day two, VIP seated. I wanted to like fully take it in. Day one was like overly excited and just like my head was everywhere. And then day two, I could just like calm down, enjoy the moment, you know? So I only filmed a few things. One of those being Kanako, piano version. When I tell you that this song changed my life, I'm not, maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit, but I'm not. You know what I mean? Like, genuinely, from the start of that performance to the end of that performance, felt like a fever dream. It felt like my whole life had just like stopped in that moment. And I know this is going to sound very OA, but it felt like the world just stopped, because I was so, you know, when you're so focused and so invested in something that like, it's like every single part of your brain is like tuned into that one moment. That's how it felt. Like the presence of his voice in that song was just so insane. The vulnerability, like I was in tears by the end of that performance. Like I turned to my friend Sarah and I'm like, and she like grabbed a tissue and we're trying to like wipe our tears, and everyone around us is like crying. Everyone was crying. It was just something I will never forget. That song has a very special place in my heart now, and I am going to be doing a cover of the whole song because that's how much that song means to me now. So yeah, I'm very excited to share that with you guys when I eventually do it. And so it went Ken, followed by, so it went, I think, Josh first, Pablo, and then Justin, or whatever order, but those three went first, and they did the same songs as the one before. Phenomenal performances. I think Josh actually, was Josh better on day one or day two? I can't remember, but there was something about Josh's on day two that I remember being like, hell yes. And I don't know if it was because, I don't remember what it was. I think it was around the time when he got the rose out, and just like his whole persona was just so good. And then obviously Justin doing his performance again of Surreal, and Pablo on the bike. Super, super, super cute. So they were great. Same as day one though, so I didn't notice too much of a difference between those performances. Obviously with Philip it was two different performances, so that's why I filmed day two for that. amazing. So it was that followed by Stelle. I was already emotional from Philip. As soon as Stelle started, my lip was just like quivering, and I'm like, Mel, you need to stop. Like, I don't want to go out of here with like really red eyes and just like, I don't know. This is so dumb. I get embarrassed when I cry. Like, I know it's stupid, but I get embarrassed. So I'm like, please stop crying. Anyway, Stelle on day 2, which I've already kind of spoken about. I wish I filmed it, but like so many people filmed it, but just for my own ears, his voice was just, oh my God. Like those 2 performances back to back was criminal. Oh my God. I just can't speak any more highly about those 2 performances in particular, because they just had this resonance to them that really stuck with me. So those Stelle and Ken's solo performances were standouts to me. Everyone's were great. Please don't take that the wrong way. But those 2 just resonated with me personally a lot. So yeah, every performance was just a really good time. Seeing Justin and Stelle rapping was like so unexpected. I was like, they are really good, especially Justin. I think he's rapped in, is it Bazinga? No, I can't remember. I know he has done some rapping, but this was different. And when he raps, he has swag, which is very unexpected for him because he's not like a swaggy person, you know what I mean? But when he raps, he has this like swag about him, which is like, yeah, really different to what I expected. So that was really, really, really cool. Josh obviously ripping off his shirt was, I mean, thanks. We all appreciate that. But standout songs for me, someone asked me the other day what was my favorite to see. And it's really hard because everything is so good. But Niebe was a surprise because Niebe is not a song that I regularly play. And I was in tears watching Niebe. The harmonies, seeing the song live hits a lot different to listening to it on the track. That shocked me. I mean, all the regulars like Ilau and Liham, Mappa was really cool. Mappa, it's a little bit disappointing because the vocal unit, the people from Stell's The Voice, I can't remember their names, I'm so sorry, the guys and then the other group, their microphones weren't super loud, so it was kind of hard to hear them. It would have been better if the mic was up for that. But I mean, the end of Ela with Pablo going off and then the end of Liham with Ken going off was amazing. Justin starting Mappa is always just so stunning. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I think all the ballads were standouts because I just love ballads. And Freedom is when they just switch on how happy they are. You know what I mean? Like, it's always smiley. It's always really cute. It's always really fun to see. And I just like love the song. So I loved watching Freedom live. Moonlight was epic live. And shout out to Terry Zhong. What a legend. Yeah, Moonlight was great. Mana, Ken sometimes doesn't do his rap part in Mana, but he did it on day 2 and I was just like so happy because it was like so good. He was amazing there. I don't even know what else. Everything was great. Honestly, everything was great. I had the best experience. Everyone was phenomenal. Like, I can't speak any higher about SB19 as a group as a whole. I think they're all very incredibly talented. They're all extremely handsome. Oh my God. And yeah, the production quality of the show was amazing. So I can't wait to be able to hopefully see them again one day. I know that I'm going to finish this recording now and be like, oh my God, you missed about this person. You missed this about this person. So if I didn't say enough about one person, please know that's not intentional. I love them all. I know we have biases and everything like that. And please don't comment under this saying, I was at the concert and I only had eyes for this person and no one else. I hate those comments. I had those comments on my TikTok. I hate them. Please don't comment that. I don't care. That's great. If you only have eyes for one person, that's great. Because people were saying it in this... Anyway, I'm not going to get into it. But I love them all. And if you love SB19, you should be able to be at a concert and experience and appreciate every member because you're going there to see the group as a whole and not just one member. You know what I mean? Like... Anyway, I love them and I love you guys and I appreciate you all so much, and thank you so much for watching this vlog, and I'll see you guys in the next one hopefully. Bye.